What's something that you've never learned to do? Do a dad whistle using my fingers. Always wanted to do that. Get out of bed the first time my alarm goes off. Flirt. I was really good at writing and speaking French back in school. Had aspirations to become fluent in the language and never really followed through on those aspirations. Now I barely remember how to construct a sentence. How to express anger and frustration in healthy, constructive ways. But I'm working on it. Play a musical instrument. I have a bass guitar, but I'm just not understanding it. Tie my shoes not using bunny ears. Do not give me that rabbit hole nonsense. It makes no sense. I'll die this way. Read and write good. Swimming. Had an abusive swimming instructor who would hold me under the water if I made a mistake or stopped swimming. Since then, I am 20 and still scared of swimming cause the drowning traumatized me. Swim underwater without holding my nose. I wish I could, but I just haven't really been able to get the hang of it. Whistle and snap. I wouldn't say there's much to learn, but I am 30 years old and this summer will be the first time I have ever mowed a lawn. My older brother always did it. Make friendships last. Find something truly worth doing. Truly and deeply care about something or someone. Drive. Draw. Really wanted to be an artist, but life pushed me in another direction. I still want to draw, even professionally one day, but I have no teacher and I'm extremely poor. When I was 8ish, I used to glue the tiny bit of pencil lead back onto another piece so I could use it. Didn't have paper, so I used to dumpster dive for sheets that weren't spoiled. Forgive. Feeling for people who have recently lost someone in their life, death, breakups, etc. I have a robotic response and have trouble feeling sympathetic, not because I don't want to but because it doesn't come naturally at all. Some lady at my job lost her mom and was out all last week. I don't even know what to do when she walks by me or talks to me about something else now that she's back. I feel like a normal person would tell her I'm sorry for her loss, but it feels awkward to me to even bring it up. Talk to people without them talking to me first. I always end up feeling left out on stuff. Basic socializing. It's all a mystery to me, and I'm in my 30s. How to actually make friends as an adult. I left school at 16-17, normal in the UK, joined the military and spent my second and third year in the job getting severely bullied by one of my seniors in rank who I initially considered a friend. I haven't really trusted any adults. I'm 21 currently in friendships since all of that kicked off. Lord knows that I try, but I don't think I'll be able to truly trust anybody for any time soon. If you ever see the signs of somebody getting bullied, please step in and do what you can to make it stop. It literally ruins lives. Never learned how to use chopsticks. Every time I go out to Asian restaurants I pray they have forks already at the table. Sometime when I ask, they bring me a fork no problem. One time they brought me the training tool they let 5-year-olds use on the chopsticks, all while the staff and my friends were laughing. Another time our waitress was gone for like 10 minutes and when she finally came back, she had a tiny plastic fork she must have fished out from the back. Literally did not have forks. If they're the ones where you have to break them apart, then sometimes I'll keep them together and pull them apart slightly to pick up the food, so I don't have to deal with the embarrassment. Skate on ice, which may be my only disqualification to become PM of Canada. Fix me Birken's bar. Tie a tie. I'm 32 and have worn a tie about 5 times in my life and have to Google it every time. Study, like seriously how to just sit and study for like several hours and do good without a breakdown every 50 seconds. A cartwheel. Ride a bike. Maui. The foil method. Learn a new language. Have tried multiple times and ways but can't seem to stick with it, which sucks because I would love to be able to speak fluently in a second language. Capture the souls of my enemies. Drive stick. Fall asleep at a reasonable hour. Cook. I don't have the patience. If it's something I can put in the microwave oven and I don't have to constantly monitor it, sure, no problem. In other words, everything that's pre-made. Everything I have to make from scratch can F off. If it takes more than 5 minutes to prepare, I don't bother. Conversation. How to handle my dyslexia properly. I was always told I just didn't apply myself. A lot of girl things like how to do hair, put together an outfit, makeup, feminine hygiene, how to take care of a baby, cook, fold laundry, etc. My mom had a very hands-off child-rearing philosophy. I grew up as a tomboy with no interest, because she didn't display much of one, so I haven't practiced at all. Putting my hair up in a ponytail is a chore. Be successful at life in any meaningful way. Swim. I'm 19 years old and I've tried so many times. My mom's abusive ex-boyfriend threw me into a swimming pool when I was 5 or 6, and since then it's like my body just goes nope whenever it comes to swimming. So, basically, if there's ever a flood, it's RIP to me. I've always wanted to learn how to write. I write a lot for school and work, but damn, when I read other people's works I'm constantly astounded. Talk with girls. Jump rope, never could. Want to live. Maths. Surf, tried for 3 years, could never successfully stand up for any length of time. Good thing the Oregon coast has cold-ass water, so no big loss. Agate hunting it is then. Parallel park. Play chess. Clean a fish. Moderation, self-control. Properly clean a house. I admittedly grew up spoiled. We had a live-in housekeeper who would clean daily, and so as a kid and teenager I never had to do chores like cleaning a bathroom or kitchen. Now, as an adult who can't really afford a housekeeper, but who has a husband, 3 kids, and 2 dogs, and who doesn't want to live in trash heap, I'm at a loss. I diligently try to clean things, but I never know exactly how often, or how long to clean them. It also seems like an insane amount of effort when the same floor that I sweep and mop today will be dirty again tomorrow. I do laundry and dishes every day and I'm not a dirty person, but cleaning house is just something I've never truly learned to do. Drive a manual transmission car. Driver's ed was a 2001 Chevy Malibu automatic. Didn't have anyone with a manual willing to show me. I've read up on the mechanics of it and watched videos. I understand the gist of it, but I don't have a chance to practically apply the written knowledge I learned. Maybe I'll save up $500 and buy a beater Civic with a stick. Be happy. Whistle. Do you put your lips together to suck or blow? Whistling. No matter how hard I tried, I could never do it, so I have given up. Become friends with someone. Most kids learned that by 5. Still grasping the concept at 22. I was mute as a kid and socially isolated as a teenager. Always saw myself as an outlier. Still do. I wish I knew how to motivate myself to complete schoolwork. This probably isn't taught to people individually, but I still wish I knew how. Roll my R's. Keep my big fat mouth shut. How to deal with confrontation. My dad had anger issues when I was growing up and he would scream at us. It was terrifying, and now as an adult how to handle arguments with anyone. I just get so scared and anxious. File taxes, read maps, things that should be taught in school. Read music, I've tried multiple times but I just can't understand it. I think there's something wrong with my brain. It's literally like trying to read another language for me. Thing is, I used to be an accomplished dancer, and I have an affinity for language. I just want to make music and I suck. Whistle or blow bubblegum bubbles. I've had people show me but I can't seem to get the hang of it. Going to sleep at a reasonable time. Been like this since I was teen and I don't see it changing anytime soon. I never learned how to tie my shoes. My mom tried to teach it to me when I was really young but it just never caught on. I just wear shoes that don't require laces and that's how I have kept it a secret all these years. I really want to understand how electricity works. Like volts and amps and current and watts and all that stuff. I've read and watched videos but it just doesn't click for me. Become a fluent programmer. I'm tired of making excuses and saying I'll get on it next week. When I get off of work tonight, I'm going to spend an hour on the basics in Pycharm. My times table's over 7. Basic math. Yes, I'm serious. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to hear more of the best posts.